Hello and welcome, my lovely Scorpio. This is your weekly intuitive energy and card reading for the week of January 6th through 12th, 2020. Remember, time is merely a pretense. These could be past, present, and or future energies and or lessons. Also remember that this is a general reading, Scorpio, but remember your sign is your lessons and not your personality programming. So do listen to the entirety of the reading to get full soul evolution. I am Rachel, the Queen of Clovers. Me being the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling. This is my charismatic gift I share with you, and of course with unconditional love and gratitude. And I thank you now for all your likes, your subscribes. Your views alone do help the channel. Please subscribe now if you haven't yet, again, for that full soul evolution. But first, let's discuss before we start discussing the cards, what's up in that sky. Remember, right now it's Big Daddy time. Jupiter in Capricorn. Zeus is Jupiter, which is the daddy of all daddies. Of course, he couldn't keep it in his pants. And Capricorn is that big daddy energy. Did you eat your veggies before I can give you your ice cream? And if you haven't eaten your veggies or done what you need to do yet, you are not going to get your ice cream. So make sure you start getting into that disciplined energy of the new year. It's going to be around us the whole year, this Jupiter in Capricorn. So the reason it's important to remember that Big Daddy energy is because Big Mama energy is coming in with that full moon on the 10th in Cancer. Cancer is very maternal energy, very feminine energy. It is also the energy of security and home, and you're going to be triggered by these emotions. Home, security. It's also going to be a bit rattling for us all because it's going to also have that lunar eclipse. So it's the counter lunar eclipse from that new moon eclipse we had earlier about 2 weeks ago. And basically what it is it's kind of balancing out all that Big Daddy energy, putting a little heart into it, remembering that home work-life balance that we were working on in the summer. Full moons, the opposite signs are the opposite, new moon in Capricorn, and its opposite sign is the full moon, so they balance each other out. All right, and then also we have that January 12th Saturn conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. More Capricornian energy, more Big Daddy energy, but this is initially, for Saturn is the planet of karma, and Pluto is the planet of transformation, so get ready for big changes in our systems. This will initially, Saturn conjunct Pluto is going to increase value and empower strong, decent systems. If that's not the case, they'll likely be empowered or crumble. This is also a sign of natural disasters. Think earthquakes, volcanoes, like the volcano we had in New Zealand. It's all going to rain down on us, either ice cream or volcanoes, which we can see. This is going to hit geopolitical sphere as well. So it's why in the 20s, before we had a bit of a war brewing situation. Let's try and stay out of that, of course. But personally and internally, this is about the time and energy of nurturing what all we've been working on with this whole new year energy. It's kind of like the energy of, what do we have? The energy of, Scorpio. It's the energy of finding your place. And it's also another reason why Capricorn is so critical. And it's almost like you're going to know your path more feverishly and more certainly, Scorpio, by the time this new moon energy in this eclipse new moon, full moon energy in Cancer kind of like gives us a shot of that collective energy of the full spectrum. Don't forget, you also have to remember your home life is what they're saying, even though there's going to be a lot of change and transformation going on elsewhere. All right, so what do we have in this spread for my lovely Scorpios? Easy to get cards to jump here today. Scorpio, I have this 5 of Swords in reverse. It just feels like you've been stuck in a bit of a battle. Definitely a battle, definitely swordsy, definitely a little pain involved, that you've just kind of like stuck in a conflict really for a long time. It's like an eternal argument. And you have regrets about this with the Five of Cups, because you are, this is the energy you're bringing in for the week. You are actually, there are parts of this that work out for you fine and keep your heart intact, but there are losses here. You know, there's a person walking away. You see that? They're walking away in to a different kingdom. And you just feel like you feel that separation, and you're just like, instead of feeling the battle and feeling the joy of swinging your sword around, you're kind of feeling like, I really just want to do my own. See that guy walking away from this as well. And then I have your card, the Death card. You're ready for transformation and change in this. We do have Mars is in Sagittarius and not in Capricorn, but it's in the sign of just enthusiasm for life. It is your kind of energy. You're always willing to let go of the past, of the masks, of our old selves. What do you need that old self for, Scorpio, right? And there's something in here you haven't transitioned through that you want to transition through. You almost want to bury it. And you're seeking that bearing, because you know, Scorpio, you're fully aware that the sunlight, look, see the sun there, comes in when you let go of these past yous, these old selves, these things that no longer work anymore, without abandon. All right, I do have the energy that's going to hit you this week. I have the King of Wands. Could be a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your energy, but this is about kingdom building with certainty, but this is about nurturing, but this is nurturing in a kingly way. It's it'd be like funding something. It wouldn't be the actual physical hefty work of it. It would be more of an organizing kind of thing, more like putting things together and putting people in the right places kind of energy. Very royal energy you're bringing in here. And it's like getting yourself in the right place with that King of Wands energy. Not just you, but, you know, scooting people in the proper positions in whatever you're working on. And sometimes Spirit is telling me that sometimes you have to scoot somebody out of the picture. And they're very adamant about that one. And you're working on a wish. This is an Aquarius, but this is a wish come true, Scorpio. This is, you're beginning to see an opening. A lot of people are saying opening in time and availability this week to just kind of like chase your dreams. It's kind of like an opening of your mind with with the new moon and full moon eclipse season jumping at us. It's kind of lighting up certain parts of your life, an area that you're like, I want that and I see it possible. I just need to get some of these pieces and people in different areas. And it's not necessarily to leverage time and effort for you or your project. It's mostly like, why are you doing this? If you do this, I can do this, and then everything will be great. And instead of doing something else, it's not like you're putting demands on people. Spirit is again adamant about, you're not putting demands on people to make your dream come true with this King of Wands. This is like passion. You've got to feel this card because you are ruled by Mars. It's one of the reasons I brought up Mars and Sagittarius. And this is also the King of Wands, ruled by Mars. And he is, you're pulling on that energy, that rulerific energy of yours, as opposed to the deep, watery kind of like sorting out energy. You just came out of that energy perfectly. And now you're going to be like, okay, it's more like you're pulling on that Sag too. It's like, that's Mars and Sag, like getting it done, enthusiastically getting it done. And of course, your wish come true is the center of this reading, by the way. Your wish come true, pursuing your wish come true, seeing it possible, knowing that it's supported. And then it's the Seven of Swords in reverse. It's a big card in tarot. I think this card has changed meaning over the last couple years, especially over 2019 to 2020. This is like, I'm picking up my swords and I'm going. But this is actually staying. This is more of a staying card. It's more of a, I can work from where I am card in reverse here. There is some deception, but the deception was your own. Sevens are often like, I've gotten through the battle. I've really worked through shit. But now I'm realizing that maybe I didn't see things exactly as they are. It's kind of like after the big dinner and the big celebration from the sixth victory, which might have been not that great of a victory coming from swords. It's like really counting the chickens and really seeing where everything is. and kind of realizing where you've made some mistakes and where you need to, like, I can work from this. I can be here. I can correct that. I can move through that. It's definitely the energy of clearing out some things that need to be cleared out because you're kind of advancing to that next level. I do have the Page of Wands here, and the Page of Wands is, it's news, but it's moving with passion. It's that decision to kind of fire things up a little bit. Get kind of like, it's very Ace of Wandsy for me, and it's very like new beginnings and something. It's like the green light, the go ahead to get going, to get moving, and you are completely receptive to this. And what is all of this going to receptive? This is again swords. This is Four of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Swords in reverse is open and thinking and resting, but you're receptive. You actually want this to come in. You're willing to let it come in. Very key, this eclipse kind of moon symbol there. This eclipse is going to probably hit you exactly where you want it, in your feels. Cancer's a water sign, so this should be a watery solar eclipse for you on Friday that just kind of makes you feel like you're pushing forward to something quite fantastic. We also have the Four of Wands right here, and the Four of Wands card is the card of marriage, but not just the card of marriage. It's a reason to celebrate, and the reason to celebrate is that you're moving forward on something. Being ruled by Mars means you need to move forward. You need to make motions straight ahead and towards something better, but you can't be hunkered down and not doing anything. You actually drive yourself kind of crazy. And even though Spirit is asking you to rest and kind of celebrate this moment, take in enjoy the fact that you are going to be going on a new adventure, a new journey. The Fool card isn't here, which means you're going in with everything you've got. Like, you're not going in with blindly. It's like just stepping out on a journey that kind of matters, that kind of really holds it together. Oof. It might be the marriage card, because in the advice from Spirit, oh wow, I have a true pair here. I have a Queen and the King of Pentacles, which tells me you're not alone in this. There's something coming for you in this that's going to feel a little more prosperous. Like I said, when I talked about this King of Wands, Spirit really wanted to focus on just moving people in the right places, no longer holding to the way things should be, really putting them where they need to be for success, for everybody, not just you, for everybody. And I said it's not leveraging people even, although that can be very passionate leveraging. No, but this is making sure everybody got everything they need. And this is you and your partner in crime. True pair. But you guys both have your own pentacles that you're kind of eyeballing there. And you did have this marriage card come out, like rest in your marriage even. Enjoy your marriage. This is like... Scorpios, this is like getting laid by your spouse. With the passion and the marriage card and the resting card, the bed card. This is often like getting ready for battle or coming back from battle to your lover with these cards. And clearly, because this is, you guys are a team, and right now you guys aren't looking towards each other, and that's a problem. That's probably your biggest problem, and it's one of the ways you need to move around people is so you kind of like at least are looking at each other, kind of thing. At least there's a togetherness. There's an understanding that you need some financial security, that you kind of need to pay attention to chasing your own wishes, your own desires, your own like gifts from the universe kind of thing. And it's created a bit of it's more of a debate, more of like a disagreement. It's more about an impasse in your marriage, in your lives. There's something that's not working, and you guys are really pretty much, it's just because you guys are working towards, you guys are just working on other things, and it's just not working together. The wish you have is that you are both looking on the same star. You're about, this card came in twice, this Aquarius card, and one of the reasons is because this resorting of people, you're actually going to move people, help people move towards ways they want to go. You're not just going to, like I said, leverage them. You're going to actually be like, that's the way you want to go. Why don't you go that way? Because when you do that, my going this way becomes suddenly easier. It's almost like a reorganization. And whatever it is, you are going to be following the same star again. You're going to be back on the same page. Whatever new adventure you're getting into, it's really going to bring you guys together. And it's not necessarily, like I said, an adventure you're going to go on together. It does feel like you guys are kind of like working on your own thing, but you are both chasing the same star, the ultimate goal in the end. So it's almost like a coming together, like a releasing of this competition. You're going to let go of this competition because, you know, it doesn't matter anyway. Either of you win, you still win. So it's kind of a weird kind of like energy of you guys are kind of fighting to get to the same things, but you're butting heads right now. And now you're going to actually be looking in the same direction. Spirit wants you to start thinking about that. All right, thank you, my lovely Scorpio, for sharing your energy with me. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, to donate if the spirit moves you. Everything is in the box below. And of course, have a great week, my lovely Scorpio.